This is a song about the podcast Manga Chat. It's where it's at. Manga Chat. I'll never come back from Manga Chat. Hosted by Simon and Josh. Josh is the sidekick and Simon's the boss. Or maybe that's not the way things are. Everyone who goes on Manga Chat is a star. Manga Chat. It's where it's at.
Better than I remember it, that song.
Yeah, it's not bad. There was a whole court case there because the song was longer than initially taken, and I paid $1,000 for it. It was a whole thing, but yeah, we settled out of court. Everything's okay between us and Jimmy Brown now. Yeah.
Wait, so is it? Did you get more than $1,000, or you just got your $1,000 back? Are you in profit, or?
I legally can't talk about it, Josh. But that was part of the reason we've been off for like 8-9 weeks now, I think. The Jimmy Brown court case. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I can't talk about. We had a big fight amidst a bunch of drama. I called you a dime store cocksucker, and you got really fucking angry, and you countered back, I'm a pound store cocksucker. And then I was confused. I tried, in my mind, I tried to do like the currency conversion math, and I was like, a pound is probably just a dime anyway. Like, why would you not say luxury store cocksucker, or not a cocksucker at all? And I got confused. You were angry. I was angry, but we made up. And we're back.
Yeah,
it's Manga Chat.
Speaking of this is a quick diversion. Speaking of lost profits and money, not the pedophile profits. I mean, just losing profits. There was a big class action lawsuit, and I'm usually on top of these class action lawsuits. I got like $8 from AMC recently because. Some data breach, AMC Plus, but I missed out on a class action lawsuit where everybody's getting between $3,000 and $5,000 from Juul.
I saw a bit of that.
I guess they lied about like the addictiveness of it, which I was a victim of. So yeah, lost. That would have been a big payday if I'd have been part of that class action lawsuit.
Well, when I came to Philly and stayed at your house, you were juuling like mad. You'd sit around listening to the Juul song. Like, my hands are small, I know, but they're not mine. You just listen to Juul and be juuling the entire time. So your lungs must be rotten.
85 days Juul free.
Damn! Congratulations, Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you were the Juul thief.
Yeah, big Juul guy.
Or is it Comic-Con going around trying to find you some Juul cartridges? You were flipping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome. And you've got the glasses as well. In addition to calling you a dime store cocksucker, I called you a nerdy four-eyed fuck, and you didn't like that, did you?
No, no.
But they do look good. Look, I've had time to think about it. They look good.
Yeah, glasses are new. I was really struggling to I think I have the same, like snow blindness that skiers get from all the snow.
Yeah.
I think I have the same thing from staring at paper. You just get blind from staring at white up in your face for hours.
My eyes are fucked. I was getting an eye twitch while I was working a few months ago, and I can't see the TV properly. I was trying to play like a video game, like an RPG with all stats and shit, and I couldn't see it. I had to like stand up, and I have like a massive television. But yeah, I got to go and get some glasses too. Then we can both be nerdy four-eyed fucks, Josh.
I highly recommend it. I mean, it's like night and day for me. I don't know. I'm famously one of comic shittest artists, but since I got these glasses, you should see my new stuff. It's
you can actually see it now.
Yeah.
Oh no, what have I been doing? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might improve my work too. I can't draw hands still. I'm one of the most famous cartoonists in the world. Not my words, the words of the New York Times. Most translated cartoonist of my generation, but I can't draw hands. Very lazy. So yeah, maybe the glasses would help with eye strain. Beleaguered scrawling. Anyway,
that's what these are good for.
Anyway, we're back, Josh. Comics. So we're talking about alternative comics and manga. I'm Simon HANSELMANN. award-winning cartoonist of the Megan Mogg series. You are Josh Pettinger, award-nominated cartoonist of the Goiter and Tedward series.
Yep.
So let's start the show off with a quick recap or a quick talk about what we're doing, Josh. What are you working on right now? What's going on in Pettinger world?
I'll cover the title because I don't want anyone knowing what the next thing is called, but I'm 8 pages into this is a new format for me, 14 by 17. But yeah, I'm 8 pages into penciling this new story. It's gonna be
You've got the glasses now, Josh. You don't need to draw so big anymore.
No, but I mean, it's nice. It's like it's nice to draw big.
It does make it attractive for like art sales. People can have a nice big page on the wall. I sell dinky little small pages. Must look terrible on people's walls.
Yeah, there's a nice boat there.
This is exciting, Josh, because this is like post Tedward. Like you're working on the Tedward series that's coming out from Fantagraphics, the big Tedward collection in February, I believe.
Yeah,
you're doing something completely new.
Yeah, should be. Just going to be serializing this story. Could be a couple months. I'll be done with the first chapter.
It's terrifying, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun process. We've been, we talk on the phone. We talk about story writing and stuff. Have our little writers' workshops and shoot the breeze, and it's been fun. It's a process.
Yeah, it's nice. I have a lot of stuff to mine for this one. It's like I don't want to give anything away, but it's quite. It's a bit more personal, I think. But
Yeah, I like to maintain an air of mystery with my work. Like I never put sample pages up when I have stuff in my web shop. Like I just want people to buy the book, trust me, and then read it and get a surprise. Just putting it.
Yeah. I wish you could do that, but
you want people to go in a little bit, a little bit cold, get a surprise. It's like when you see a movie trailer and it gives away the whole movie. It's like a 5-minute long trailer. It's just the whole movie. Why would I bother?
Yeah.
Why would I bother risk getting shot in a theater to go and see, whatever, Pinocchio.
Yeah. What are you up?
A bunch of stuff I can't talk about. That's been fun. And yeah, the zombies comic, I've been doing the You Will Own Nothing and You'll Be Happy series. Got 3 issues of that done so far. Working on the 4th one. Just finished yesterday penciling it. It's a 45-page chapter. I'm drawing small here. I'm drawing at traditional North American comic book size, the same size it's printed, because I can't see. But yeah, no, I'm excited about this. It's going to be a good one. The last issue was horrible. It upset a lot of people. It was very emotionally draining. This one also emotionally draining, but yeah, a little bit of, I don't know. You'll have to see. It's going to be fun. Yeah. So I got to try and ink that. I got to get this off to the printers. The zine I did for the thing at Mocha.
That's on my. When we talk about the comics we got, that's on my list.
Yeah, 36-page Megan Mogg comic. Did that for the Mocha thing. It's it's a fun thing. It's a big surprise at the end, but yeah, got to get my shit together and get the mainstream one off to the printers. Yeah, that was a fun one.
I keep wanting to ask you. What does that mean? AP out of 50. What does that mean?
Artist proof. I made 50 of them, and then like 10 artist proof. So I printed them up at the local FedEx Kinko's. It was an absolute nightmare. Cost about $5 a unit, which I was utterly affronted by. It was kind of fucked. It was a great event. I've got a photo here of the event. I was going to hold. I couldn't be bothered sending it to you. But there's me and Mr. Reynolds from Fantagraphics, and that massive crowd. Standing room only. I packed out the entire auditorium at the Museum of Contemporary Arts. People had a great time, had some laughs. Sold that book there. A lot of happy fans. Hernandez brothers were there in the audience, grinning and bearing, gritting their teeth through it. John Pham was there. We went out for dinner afterwards. Stephen Wiseman. There were a bunch of great heads there. Ron Ricci Jr. turned up. They all had to sit through my horrible talk. It was a banger of an event. Mr. Reynolds came down from fucking what's it called? Fantagraphics in Seattle. So yeah, it was lovely. I should say I've got a gallery show, Josh, in Belgium. I'm not going to be over there, but Galerie Martel, my French gallery, has opened up a new gallery in Brussels.
Nice.
At Chaussée de Luxus, 337 1050 Bruxelles, Belgique. November 16th there'll be exposition there. I've got 4 paintings in the show. Got some big names, Josh. I'm looking at all the big names on the advertising here. You got Emil Ferris, Simon Hanselman, of course. Charles Burns, Crepax, Manuel Fior, Jan Kebby, Daniel Klaus. It's a big names. Eric Lambay, Lorenzo Metodi, the master, Richard Maguire, Thomas Ott, Herr Seele, Art Spiegelman, Tommy Ungerer, Just Swarte, Breck Vandenbroek, Chris Ware, many more. Lots of Europeans. It's going to be a massive show, going to be a fantastic gallery opening. So if you're in Brussels, you can head off to that and have a look at my artwork, some of my paintings live in the flesh. Very exciting stuff. That's what I'm working on. Got to get that zine to the printers. Zombies 4 coming along, Martel show, and some secret projects. I've broken the jacket out. It's cold. I don't know if you notice I'm wearing a big jacket. It's very cold.
Really?
This is my it's getting cold. It's really cold in the mornings and hot in the afternoons. It's been crazy out here in the desert. I busted out the Montclair. I bought this February 2020. I was going to go and do a residency in Switzerland at a 5-star hotel, and I was going to be traveling around Europe in the cold. So I thought, I'll buy a nice jacket. And then obviously it was February 2020, so you know what happened. And I think since I've worn this expensive coat to the dentist once out here when I went to the supermarket near midnight because it was a bit cold. And that's about it. And I'm wearing it now for a 3rd time on Manga Chat. So money well spent. But I should do a review of the coat, Josh, because it does have a comic inside it. That's one of the fun thing about these Montclair coats. Look at it's got a comic inside. It's in duolingual. It's French and English. You've got a little goose there telling you the washing instructions. And it's a great comic. You really find out how to wash coats in that comic. I give it a 10 out of 10. Nice. It's a fantastic comic. One of the best comics I own, and one of the most expensive. Go and check out Montclair if you haven't already. Lovely coats to wear to the dentist once or on your podcast once.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah. So have you bought any new books, Josh? Do you want to kick us off? We could talk about some new comic books that we've deigned to buy, something that perhaps didn't look completely shit.
I did, but I just kicked the pile over.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
Well, first new thing is by me. It's Italian edition and got in the mail.
Ooh.
Look at the size of that.
Oh, that's massive. It's like a phone book.
And if anyone has the English version, this for comparison here.
Much better. For old bastards with bad eyes.
Yeah. Nice Italian edition there.
Who's that from, Josh? Who's published that?
Oblomov. So that's Igor.
Right, so it's been paid for with mafia money then.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice Italian edition there.
You're getting a knock on your door. So Italians, any Italians, there's like one Italian watching, go and get that new goiter from Oblomov.
Yeah.
You've been getting some hot press, Josh. I'll stop you right there. You've been getting some massive press for that. You've been getting insane. American press won't fucking touch you for some reason. But so European press popping off.
What La Repubblica? It's a big newspaper in Italian. I got like a 2-page profile in that, and it's fun to see the results. Like I've been looking at the Amazon, the Amazon charts, and that Italian edition's like consistently in the top 10,000 of books, like total. So
pop it up in France as well. You've been getting some incredible press, and American comics critics need to step their game up. A bunch of absolute cocksuckers with their fingers far from the pulse.
Well, I did. I had someone like one of the comics journal writers. Like, they messaged me. They were like, can we review? Can I get a copy of Goy to the review?
Can we write a smear piece about you?
Why are you? Ask the publisher. Why are you? Why ask? Fucking,
no,
and then,
they should know better than that.
Like 6 months or like 3 months later, 4 months maybe, there's like no review. So I asked them, and it's like a bunch of personal problems, so it's not going to happen. All right, I shall only press this books.
I only look at the comics journal out of morbid curiosity these days.
Yeah, it's pretty shit, isn't it? It's
quite awful.
I was thinking about this recently. I was like, got to come to a point where I stop checking it every morning because Yeah.
Me too. It's like the AV club. I'm trying to wean myself off the AV club. Just like stop looking them. Don't give them clicks. Like just don't. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, no, it's shocking the lack of engagement with that book, which is just doing gangbusters overseas. And, yeah, anyway, America.
I mean, it's you know, just like people are buying it, people like it. I'm getting like nice, you know, the audience is saying nice things about it. People on Goodreads are saying nice things about it, but it's just, you know, I'm not to the taste of the cunts at the Comics Journal.
Oh, it's burned some bridges. They're shitty old dilapidated bridges anyway. But to dry tinder, light them up.
Like recently, I was thinking about this. And I was like, I don't know why I'm why I'm polite to people. I'm like, oh, I don't want to burn bridges. There's like no bridge there.
Yeah,
So
no. You may as well just walk across the stream yourself. Just hike your pants up and hop across the rocks. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't remember if I talked about this last time or if I just talked to you on the phone about it. It's been
maybe
one, but this
bit late on that one, Josh. It was 2018 that came out.
Yeah. No, this is it? This is a reprint anyway.
Oh, right. Yeah, I bought that in like 2018. Published by Floating World, who publishes Goiter in the US.
Second edition, 2024.
Ah.
It's lovely. It's I don't know, just like it's just lovely illustrations. It's all very isometric, which I don't know if people have seen my work, they know that I'm into isometric, but which I'm trying to get away from in the new comic, but you know, they'll see.
Old habits die hard. How to teach your old dog new tricks, Josh.
Just really cool, like I don't know, a bit video gamey, you know.
Yeah, I enjoy it rather a lot. Follow them on Instagram for years. Packaroo, what's his name there? Sounds like a fake name. Yeah,
this one's like, where was it? This one's a favorite of mine. This guy just smoking on lots of bricks. I mean, you know, I'm a big brick guy. So.
You love your bricks, don't you? Should have been a bricklayer, Josh. Give up the comics game, become a bricklayer. You probably get the same level of satisfaction out of it.
And the last one I showed, this clothing folds on there. It's like so nice, but
it's like a nice architecture. Yeah, it's lovely.
My only complaint is the same complaint I have with every art book ever. Is just like I would rather lose a bit of drawing and have it be full bleed than have like, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a decision you have to make. Yeah, I tend to like the full bleeds as well.
Yeah, and it was just the most egregious is when it's like when the art is on an off-white paper and then it's white paper around it. But this isn't that. You know,
yeah, comics adjacent there, Josh. I mean, published by Floating World Comics, but I mean, a few of my things in my state are just art books with illustrations. So I think just not impressed by a lot of the writing in the contemporary North American comic art scene. So just cut the writing out altogether. Just do drawings. That'll do the job.
Second one is another art book, illustrations. Ready America by Anna Highfish. We hung out with her a bunch while she was drawing this. So
yeah, she had a residency at the big fancy German house in the Palisades, big mansion. Yeah. It was fucking awesome. I got blackout drunk there one night. Don't remember getting home.
Nice to get a thank you. I think it's the first book, not by you, well, I've been thanked in, but
yeah, and well deserved.
Yeah, it's nice to be acknowledged.
Yeah, I think I got a thank you in there. It's on my kid as well. So,
yeah. That's lovely. It's just funny. It's like some of it's very funny, but it's just illustrations of like signs, things you might not like notice as an American in America, or if you've been here, you know, a long time. She's drawing stuff that, you know, blends into the background.
Yeah, it was the decadence of America and the design, the commercial design of America seen through the eyes of a funny German. And yeah, she came over and was just tickled by all this stuff. I like that she did a drawing of one of those big signs that's outside, like not a mall, but like an outdoor shopping center. Those big signs. There's like 20 different shop signs on it. Quite beautiful. I always look at them now, and it makes me think of Anna Highfish every time I look at them. But yeah, beautiful book. We saw all the originals as well, and that's stunning. That's from Fantagraphics Underground. The imprint of Fantagraphics that no one on that imprint seems to understand that you don't actually get any press when you're on that imprint. It's not explained well that this is a small imprint. We print like 500 to 1,000 copies, and it's sold through the website, and it shows. But there's been a lot of angry authors like, "Where's my New York Times coverage?" And it's like, it's Fantagraphics Underground. It doesn't work like that. I don't think they explained it to you properly. The stories that I hear, some behind the scenes kind of gossip. I'm not going to name any names. Yes. Yeah, lovely book. A similar vein, Josh. I'll pull out one of my art books here. Someone else like there was Parkaroo. This is a Kiki Fruit. I saw this. I think Desert Island posted about this. This clown's book. This is from Bat Coop, an obscure publisher. I was trying to buy this, and I kept finding Bat Coop links, and it just led to Pornhub. So I was like, what the fuck? I'm just getting spammed with porn. Yeah, they printed some Leomi Sadler stuff years ago, I think. I've heard of Bat Coop, but yeah, this is all just like erotic drawings of clowns and stuff. Just there's a nice spread. Just sexy clowns, European pencil type drawings. Reminds me of the kind of stuff you used to find in Nazi Knife, which was a lovely illustration thing. You used to have CF and Leomi Sadler and John Chand and all those sorts of people in there. But quite taken by these erotic clown drawings by
that's nice.
Kiki Fruit. In the end, I just DM'd them on Instagram and said, "Where the fuck can I get this fucking clowns book?" And they said they'd sell me one, and it arrived promptly. And they also put in this bonus zine of elf drawings, which is also just quite nice. Nice yellow paper. This is a good feeling zine, but it's just all again erotica and naked women with elves. But there's a nice quality to it. Just there's something about the faces do it for me. It's interesting looking stuff. Yes, it's Kiki Fruit. Art books, comics adjacent.
Looks like
illustration.
I wouldn't buy it, but it looks nice drawings.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Put it in the toilet, have a look at it.
I think I agree with your T-shirt. I'm not going to be buying pornography, but
porn sucks. What's it say? I can't remember. Nothing compares to real love. Kumas, go fuck yourself. Nothing compares to real love, Josh. Get off the OnlyFans, all you losers, all you simps watching. Unless you want to simp to me and Josh, and then that'll be simply fantastic. Hit up our PayPals. My PayPal is Meg and Mog at Gmail. So you can send me money if you just like the cut of my jib.
Nice.
Yeah. What's your PayPal, Josh, so people can send you money if they like those new specs?
JRDPettinger@gmail.com. That's J, Josh, R as in Robert, my dead father, D as in Dean, my uncle, Pettinger@gmail.com.
Yeah, simp it up, incels. Send us all that money. I want your money. I will financially dominate you, as will Josh.
It's a cute little book I got. Aditi Mali.
Yes, it's Anand's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Who's more famous than him in India. She has way more Instagram followers. Makes him look like a loser.
Very charming book. Very funny. So I think she does this thing where she's like burning the pages here.
Ah, that's quite nice.
So it's like there's like a.
It's actually burned. I thought it was printed on. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like, and then it's
that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
that's up there with Raw in the '80s when they were ripping all the pages out and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, I asked her about it. She said she's like, every copy sold, she's like burning. She's like doing it as she sells them, so she's not just there all day.
Having a book burning.
Yeah, it's fun. That's a fun. Comics are real.
I've got a couple of her zines I picked up from Anand at Short Run last year. Yeah, it's fun stuff. Just fun, goofy comics. It's the vein of a Nukra card or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this book is like a collection of all those zines, I believe. This one, very late to the party. I finally read this in 2024.
You finally read that?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was.
I loved it too.
I thought all the criticism I've heard about it was silly.
It was always cunts, wasn't it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was one of the better books I've read in a few years.
I mean, it is a bit sterile. It does look like aircraft landing guides you'd see in a plane, but I don't know. That suits the story. It's this Midwestern sort of horror, sort of slow dread kind of thing. So that suits it. I know the pacing's great. Yeah, I read it in 2019 when I got back from Italy, stone sober. I was off of everything, and I read it in one sitting on the couch, jet lagged, and it haunted me for about a week.
Yeah.
Didn't like the ending though. I can't remember why. I think we talked about this on the phone. I couldn't remember why, and I couldn't be bothered pulling it off the shelf. But there's something about the ending that just like didn't do it for me. I was just like, hang on, what? And
Yeah.
I'm very harsh on endings.
Yeah.
Not that I can talk. My comics don't have any endings really.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. What else was that?
Drenasso's pretty good. Who knows what he's working on now? I mean, acting class is pretty well received. And a bit of Burns.
I haven't read this one yet. Yeah, I went to the Burns event at Partners and Son. Fun free shit.
Yeah, I've got the Unwholesome Love here. I bought one and he sent me one, so I got two of them.
Nice. Absolutely beautifully printed, but yeah, like I said, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it looks fun. It's just like it's Charles Burns doing like a romance comic, Unwholesome Love, and it's he had the book Comics out from Fantagraphics recently of all of his fake comics covers, and this is kind of like making it real. Like this is what those actual weird old romance comics would look like. But yeah, stunning as always. Charles is one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, loads of fun details, like all the indicias, like very funny, and letters page, so it's worth the price of it alone.
Yeah, I remember him in his studio showing us some of those letters. Yeah. I still don't understand if they're actually from Lale Westfield and Gary Groth, or if he just put their names on there. But
yeah,
I know it's funny. It's nice to see Charles doing a little bit of tickly humor. Did you get Final Cut yet? Did you get the big Charles Burns book?
No.
I haven't read it yet. I've remained spoiler free, and I've yet to read it. But yeah, it's massive, big, thick Burns collection. Has been working on this for years. Came out in 3 volumes in France, but this is the big collected one from Pantheon. Yeah, it's seen good reviews around. People seem to have enjoyed it. Classic Burns. Yeah, Final Cut. But yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
No one draws hair like Burns.
No.
It's just stunning. Some of this, the trees, the fluffiness of the trees, and yeah. If you're a fan of horror comics or just good comics or just Final Cut by Chucky Burns. He's been on fire recently. He did that, the Unwholesome Love. You held up the free shit there. I got the free shit as well. Also the Cutting Floor from Desert Island. Before that, there was another one that looked like this from Partners. Just this year for Burns, my gosh, he's been plowing them out.
Yeah, I got what is it? Cutting Floor. Do I have that one? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're going to get that through Desert Island Mystery Mail, but we managed to score some without going through those channels.
And then I saw
about Desert Island. What was that?
I was going to say, isn't like Cornelius doing like a bunch of these together? Or I saw something.
Oh, I think yes. You're right. I think I saw an announcement about that.
Yeah.
I was going to so quickly talk about Desert Island. I mentioned them twice now, but you saw that about Gabe. Like he's the liquor store tried to take over the rent and said to the landlord, we'll give you more money for the space. And the landlord was obviously like, well, yes, I've probably got children to put through school or need money in a rotten economy. So yes, I will take more money. But Gabe rallied the troops and everyone gave to his GoFundMe. And the store is saved. He just signed a 10-year lease as Desert Island. About 2008, 2009, I think they've been there at the same spot. So with the bread sign. Everyone knows Desert Island. Anyway, it's good that it'll continue. It's kind of a hub and a mecca. But moving down the street now, so it might be people rock up. Like, where is it? It's down the street. And he did move anyway. I thought the fundraiser was to keep the store, but now he's moving anyway, and the rent might be cheaper, so he's probably just pocketed all the extra money.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Someone's there's some numbers that need to be crunched there.
Yeah.
Are you gonna crunch those numbers? No.
I thought people were still angry with him about the Gavin McInnes interview he did years ago, but I guess people forgot about that. I guess he's been virtue signaling enough to shake that off over the last 3 or so years. But back in business, still in business. Yeah, that's good.
Good news.
Yeah, we need people to sell this shit. You know, the comics is going to die, as we've discussed on here before. Like the infrastructure, you know, it's all sort of dying. So that you know, Desert Island's a big one for keeping the culture alive and sort of doing the good work. And, so yeah, hopefully, yeah,
Just
keep this thing alive for running on fumes.
Yeah, just notice it looks like my legs are the Eiffel Tower.
It does. Yeah, you look like a strange Animorphs French Eiffel Tower man. That's I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to focus now for the rest of the whole thing. Jesus fuck. Anyway,
This book,
what have you got there?
Big fat book from New York Review of Comics, blurry.
Oh, yep, you got the blurry Dash Shaw.
Haven't read it yet, but very pretty. Looks good. 4 panel pages. Ladies, none. But yeah.
I saw someone the other day like, oh, can you recommend me some good cartoonists? Like I like Dash Shaw, but he's not active anymore. What are you talking about? He's just put out a massive 500-page book or something. He had another book out like 3 years ago. But he's still working.
I'm excited to read this one. Looks good. So.
This New York Review need to do some better press because there's one person on a thread was unaware, but I think they are getting some good press. He's on tour right now. Yeah, he's on tour with Shrowan. There you go.
This I'm halfway through this one.
Ooh, it's got a foldy thing on it. What's that?
Oh, it's just, you know.
Oh, this is the French flap that you've used as a bookmark. Ah.
Yeah, I like to ruin the cover a little bit by using that as a bookmark, but yeah, halfway through this. This is, you know, book of the decade or whatever, isn't it? It's incredible.
Shrowan's awesome. I mean, yeah, unimpeachably talented and fantastic and funny and great.
Yeah, I do have some thoughts about. I was thinking about this as I was reading it. I think if I was gonna, so this is what I was thinking. If I was gonna teach comics, which I wouldn't, you know, because I don't know about comics, I would like have the students read these 2 books together, because I think that like you can learn so much about pacing from this. This is like, you know, 100 pages about a person's entire life. But it doesn't, you know, it's so dense. It feel, you know, you feel like you've gone through an entire person's life reading the book. This is like one day, 4 times as long. It's not like it's like particularly sparse book. It's, you know, but it's just by the time this, you know, you're 100 pages in, which is the length of this book, he's still having his morning coffee, and you feel like you've just started the book. So you know, it's like a smarter person would say that, you know, would be able to tell you what it is, but there's a lesson about pacing with these 2 books together.
Certainly, pacing, staging, just stagecraft. You know, in a theatre sort of sense. You know, placement of characters. Yeah, the pacing. I love pacing.
Like cousins, like in a way, like just like having, you know, the short book of this entire person's life, this long book is just a person's day, and it's like how. And they both just work.
This sounds interesting, Professor Pettinger. You should just think about doing a masterclass or something.
Yeah, well, if I need, you know, if I ever need $20, I'll write a 10,000-word essay for the Comics Journal. You know.
I mean, yeah, that explains the dearth of quality comics criticism in the US now. I think just the lack of appetite for it and the incredibly low pay. So yeah, it's a passion project. Only the craziest people would actually draw comics. You'd have to be even crazier to write about them. I mean, it's mental.
This is just satire, by the way. We are just joking.
Yes, these are all jokettes and stuff. If anyone from Blue Sky is watching, is going to get their knickers in a fucking twist. I don't care anymore, frankly, Josh. They can scream into the void. I got this here, Josh. I got the new, the last 2 issues of Hate Revisited by Peter Bagg, and returning to his 90s series. Yeah, disappointed with the 4th issue. It just didn't feel like an ending to me. I feel like it should go on more. I don't know. I've enjoyed the series, but yeah, because I just want more. And just like, I was like, hang on, that's the ending. Like, wait, what? I had to go back and look at the other ones and like, wait, what? That's like, okay. Like, I don't know how it's going to collect into a book. Like,
well, they just announced that, it just came up on Amazon, Hate Revisited, like the collection. And I wonder if it goes for, or if there's, you know, more to it.
There's a reshuffling of stories. It just, you know, no, I'm not going to spoil it, but it just ends on like, I don't know, it just ends like not on the main character, and just kind of like, what was the point of that? And then the Stretch Pants comics, I mentioned this on the last episode. he put these backup strips like in the front and the back of the old Stretch Pants character from Martini Baton in like the 90s, which is written with his friend Dave Carino. But it's just like, it's just needlessly like, I know it's like offensive and just like, and I'm not offended by it, but it's just like, it's just going to put off young readers, like anyone who picks this up, to have it sandwiched, like reasonably well written family drama sandwiched in between, just like, it's like Stretch Pants calls his non-binary friend Shem the Femme for advice, and the fag with the shag, and it's just like, oh, Pete, like, I don't know, like it's just gonna, is it worth the trouble? Is it worth the trouble? But that was an interesting choice to not just do like an intro page or a previously in Hate Revisited and like a little letters page, to like, no, I'm going to get Dave Carino back and do this like weirdly offensive kind of like, weird gay guy comics. Interesting choice. But I was a bit sad last night. I got them in the mail and read them excitedly, and just a bit kind of let down by the ending. Don't know.
That's one where I've like waited for the book. I'll wait for the book on that. But
yeah, were you a big Bag fan in the 90s?
No, not in the 90s, but that was like one of the first comics I got into. Was like I got all the Hate comics.
Yeah, massive. I started reading it in '94, I think. Massive, influence on me, formative influence. So I don't know. I just don't want more. I mean, my main criticism is just that I just want more. So that's not a bad thing. I can say like, oh, the ending didn't stick or whatever, but yeah, to me, it just didn't feel like an ending, and I just want more. I'd be very happy for him to do more of them. I don't know what he's going to do next. If he's going to do more like rubber-limbed biographies of like Zora Neale Hurston or something, which didn't really click with me. I just want more Buddy Bradley. But anyway.
Yeah.
And I got another CF comic from Noel Freibert's Toy Box Coffin page. I never knew this one existed. Just a rare old. Oh, didn't know that one existed. I have lots of rare CF scenes that you just you never see them anywhere else, and I could show them to people that love him, and they're like, "What the fuck? I didn't know that one existed." But yeah, didn't know this one existed. Kind of doodly, just like doodly collage. Just a nice 4-page comic in the back, and there was one panel that was just like, "Mwah, chef's kiss," and just made it worth the price of admission alone. Love Noel Freibert. We chat a lot about weird underground rap groups that we love. He's a good buddy, he's a good guy. And reprinting old CF stuff, old Leomi Sadler stuff, old Carlos Gonzalez stuff, and selling lots of weird old manga. It's a fun big cartel to visit. Toy Box Coffin. Get your weird old Fort Thunder reprints.
Nice.
Quickly, Josh, before, if you've got another one, I got the Yokai book from Drawn and Quarterly. Shigeru Mizuki. Stunning, beautiful book. Right away, you got this beautiful like metallic ink with this circular thing and like a cutout. But yeah, it's all old yokai, old Japanese mythological beasts, and a little bit of text about them, bit of historical stuff. Just beautiful. I love me some Mizuki. I love Kitaro and stuff. So yeah, I've been waiting for this, and it did not disappoint. I even have the Italian one from Cornelius. Me and Cowdrey were hanging out. We both bought these. Another big thick one. They're different though. I thought it might be the same, but this one's all black and white. There's some color, but it's predominantly black and white, and 2 to a page. There's a lot more content in here, but then you get all the mythological kind of text in here. So which one's better?
Is this an unpopular opinion then? Like, why both those books could be full bleed, and it would just be nicer to look at.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to cut some off on like that one, for instance. You have to cut a bit off the top and the bottom. So I'd probably prefer to have like the full images for these. I don't know. It's an art book, It's the art book choice. I think my art book was full bleed, wasn't it?
I think a lot of it is.
Where's my French art book? It's over here. Yeah, full bleed. Everything full bleed in my art book.
But I got this one not long ago. There's this floating world like book, and it's just like these images could be like I'm looking. I want to have a look at these tiny details, and it's like this could just be a little bit bigger here.
Yeah, it's the art book thing. I just got this big this big David Rapinoe art book. Do you know this guy's stuff, David Rapinoe?
No.
It's like Mitsubishi UJC Financial on Instagram, purposely confusing names. I've followed him since the Tumblr days, since like 2014. I've been waiting for a big collection of his work. He seems like a bit of a nutter. He pulls all these weird stunts on Instagram, and I used to talk to him a bit. Me and I was going to do an art zine with Bladey from the Drain Gang Music Collective until he started ghosting me. But I was trying to get Rapinoe involved as well. And he did end up doing some art for Echo 2K, another member of the Drain Gang. Big art book with the not full bleed and big blank pages as well. Like this to the left, there's no writing or anything. All the the names and titles are in the back. They're all untitled, but yeah, I was a bit like I just thought I would have liked 2 images per spread, but it's a beautiful book. I love Rapinoe. It's just all weird, fashionable erotica. And have you frozen, Josh? Or are you just looking? Are you having a wank, pulling a tube? And
It was familiar to me.
yeah, some lovely landscapes in there. Yeah, sexy stuff.
Nice.
People smoking with the semen-covered faces, stuff like that. But yeah, Rapinoe's been around forever. It's nice to see a big, hefty collection of his work. I got this from American Art Catalogs. I think it was like $90. So I hemmed and hawed, but I was like, no, I have to have it. And I had been waiting for a big Rapinoe collection for years. But
Yeah.
make a lovely coffee table book. Yeah, just lots of attractive young people just faffing about and smoking. And yeah, he used to do all this stuff like a few years ago. On Instagram, he just kept posting all these like weird, Jean-Claude Van Damme images, and like it was kind of all anti-PC stuff. It was like he was trying to bait people, or I think he may have been having a breakdown. But yeah, he's an interesting character. Try and find him and give him a follow. Yeah, great art, great, interesting stuff. Yeah, not Johnny Negron. It's a different guy. But yeah, the way he draws, the way David Rapinoe draws, is just like it's all the wispy smoke and the limbs and the angles that he like. I used to wonder if it was digital for a long time, but it is all just like colored pencil and paints. And he just someone with just an incredible mind. He can just draw incredible warped perspectives and fisheye lens angles. And because I don't know if he's going out and taking photos of all this stuff to use as like modeling aids or anything. I think he's just drawing them. But yeah, some people can, unlike us, Josh, some people can fucking draw.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick.
Yep.
Yeah. You got anything else there?
I'm out of books at the moment.
I got the Q&A from Adrian Tamine.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
There he is on the back cover, looking tired, surrounded by teddy bears. I relate to that as a dad. Yeah, it's all just text. It's from his like Substack residency, and it's just all him like talking about his career and the pens he uses and little bits of comics. And yeah, I read about 50 pages of it. I was having a good time, had a few laughs. My wife was like, "Oh, you're enjoying that?" And I was like, "I'm a cartoonist. I'm the target demographic." Yeah. Now, Adrian's a lovely guy. I love Adrian.
Cool.
So yeah, it's a fun little thing, just about comics, about art, about creation, about life, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now I got 2 new mangas here, Josh. I got the UFO Mushroom Invasion by Shirakawa Marina from the Living the Line, and the what's this? The Ninja Saratobi Sasuke by Sugiura Shigeru from the New York Review. This is lovely stuff. It just vacillates between like incredibly detailed stuff and just incredibly weirdly cartoony stuff. If you've seen Pom Poko, Josh, the Studio Ghibli film, when the Tanukis go really cartoony in there, it's based on this guy's stuff.
Nice.
There was a picture box collection of his Last of the Mohicans comic like 10 years ago. I don't think much else has been translated into English. So yeah, really nice to get this and just detailed cowboys and then just like absolutely spastic cartoonery. Really, terrible cover design once again from the New York Review. Just awful cover design. I don't know what they're thinking. They really need to up their game. And the Living the Line one's not much better. If you look up the original, the Japanese editions are always nicer.
Yeah, I think that happens a lot when the artist isn't there to like design a cover, right? You just have people who work at the publisher making a cover. It's usually,
Yeah, you know, sometimes I get Joe Kessler to do it, and that's all right. Like the Pierre Le Police book from New York Review looked pretty nice. It was just simple.
Yeah. Did he actually draw that, or is that just designed? Like the drawings.
Kessler just designed. He just threw it together, like picked an image and just threw some simple text on it. But it was nice. It was demure. It worked for me.
Oh, there's some other stuff. Roman
Oh,
Murdoch.
very nice. Roman Murdoch, very nice.
That's a really fun one. It's like the first chapter of Foghorn, which you can read on his Substack. This is beautiful stuff. Very funny too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Roman's most direct work yet. He's been steeped in Dada-esque confusion for about a decade, but this is very direct and just about like the art scene in New York, and I very much enjoy it.
And this, Best Armenian Comics.
And yeah, you can follow him on Substack, Bluebed on Substack. He sends out regular blasts with funny writing and free chapters of this Foghorn comic. And it's really great bang for your buck because it doesn't cost anything. So bang, bang, bang.
The most underrated cartoonist in America, in my way, he's not in America anymore, but it's just
in the UK, I think. Doxed him. Yeah, it's simple, direct. You know, I mean, that's his scrappy. He's just like throwing ideas out, and then he's got his super designy stuff. He's ripped off all the time by like New York illustrators and like, you know, like Google cunts will rip him off, and yeah, Roman's. I hope Fantagraphics is going to put his new book out. Yeah, I shouldn't say anything, but anyway.
Something's in the works, but
yeah, that's all my books. We do a paid promotion today, Josh. Trader Joe's. This is a Trader Joe's butter chicken here. We've been paid by Trader Joe's. I've been enjoying these. I eat these in the morning. Now, I was on the Ozempic for a while, Josh. I was buying the gas station Ozempic, which you can just get everywhere here in LA. I was trying to lose weight. I stopped buying it. It wasn't working. This is working. I don't know if you can tell I've lost a little bit of weight. I eat these in the morning, and then I just shit my guts out all day like a fucking racehorse. So it's really been helping me out. Yeah, butter chicken, 7 minutes in the microwave. You know, you're working all day. You're busy drawing your comics. You know, cartoonist, I'm talking to you. This is like $4.50 or so, pretty cheap. I think $5. Can't remember. I don't look at the price tags. Yeah, throw this in the microwave, 7 minutes, ready to go. And yeah, it's like a weight loss program as well. Your studio will smell incredible. A mixture of Canadian cheap chicken and gas. And then, you know, this will be out of your system in 20 minutes. Like, seriously, you'll just shit this right out. So, yeah, thank you, Trader Joe. I love coming down and trading with you. Thanks for the paid promotion. We got $50,000 for this, Josh.
Yeah. It's going to be funny if the thing that finally gets you cancelled is being so out of touch financially with the other cartoonists that you think that was $4.
I think it was, Josh. I went there. I bought a bunch. There was only $50. I bought a bunch of passion fruit roundies. I'm drinking. Everyone shops at Erewhon, don't they? I'm drinking Erewhon water here.
$4 butter.
Most people probably don't even know what Erewhon is.
No.
If they Googled it, I'll be cancelled. I saw on Twitter recently someone was like getting all upset about Whole Foods, which I think is low rent. I'm like, ugh, Whole Foods. But they were like, oh my God, I went to Whole Foods, disgusting, and oh, it's so expensive and terrible. And my first thought was like, oh God, you don't know what Erewhon is. And someone in the comments was like, yeah, Erewhon. But they didn't even know what it was. But yeah, that's where I saw Jeremy Allen White, the actor from The Bear, recently. I see lots of fancy actors down at the Erewhon.
Speaking of celebrity sightings, so I was like, I was going to the post office the other day to mail some comics, and I was like, there seems to be a big fuss around around the 4th Street Deli right by where I live. So I messaged I don't want to dox partners. Well, I messaged Partners and Son. I was like, do you know
a public business. They'd love it if you said their address.
Yeah, well, it's actually their house that was actually closer back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But so I messaged. I was like, "What's going on here?" And they're like, Kamala Harris is coming to the deli. So I was like, okay. So I just, they said at 1 o'clock. So I went now. I waited. I was like, to me, it's like very American. I want to see a possible president. I want to see, the motorcade, all the flags. It's like some fun.
Yeah, no danger of there being a big crowd there, so you'd be able to get in and have a good look.
Well, there wasn't. There was a very small crowd. I got a very good view of the motorcade. Then I think, what I think was Kamala Harris's back going into the deli. But the celebrity sighting was I saw Kevin Scalzo behind me.
Oh,
I guess he was in town for something, but you know, I didn't speak to him because
celebrity?
I was like, yeah, comic celebrity.
Comic celebrity. There we go.
Yeah. But that was, you know, that was that story. I peed off there with Kevin Scalzo, but
What is Scalzo up to these days? I know he was doing the Sugar Booger stuff. He was working on a show or something, I think, maybe.
I'm not sure.
I thought he was there in LA.
Like, well, I guess he just moved back to New York, is what he said to me. But
never met him, but he seems like a nice bloke, a great cartoonist.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his comics. I Never Liked You was, you know, I like that. But
I Never Liked You, isn't that? I thought that's the Chester Brown comic.
No, not I Never Like. I Don't Like You.
Yeah, that must be it.
Like anyway, I Don't Like You by Kevin Scalzo is a good comic. It's
funny that the Kamala attracted 2 local cartoonists. But, yeah, both of you are drawn there like moths to the flame. Yeah. Morbid curiosity. But yeah, 2 weeks to the election. Fucking mental. Yeah.
Crazy.
Everyone's going to board up their stores again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certain groups of people going around smashing everything up. Probably the Proud Boys, Josh. Probably the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
All those videos of them smashing up Starbucks and, you know, causing trouble. Anyway, we're reticent to talk about politics on the Manga Chat. This is a show about comics, and it's a show about artists and art, and, you know, try to avoid that shit as much as possible.
And anyway, we both have like very normal politics anyway. So who wants to hear our very normal, definitely acceptable politics?
Yeah, there's no reason to you know, we don't need to endorse candidates or anything. No one needs to hear from us. We don't have anything interesting or new to say. But yeah, comics. Do we have any guests, Josh? Do we have anyone waiting in the wings to come in?
See, I was like, okay, so I asked a few people if they're interested, and then we got carried away.
Said, fuck no.
We've almost done an hour. Should we do some guests or not?
Well, if they're waiting in the wings, if they've gotten all dolled up and glammed up to come and peddle their wares, then, you know, we should at least honor them by letting them on for at least 5 minutes to remind people that they're still alive, toiling in their hovels.
Okay, I'll send it to a couple people. See if anyone joins.
Yeah, bring them on in. Come on in, guests. Come on in, and let's talk about your projects, what you're working on. We'll talk about the election. We'll all get cancelled. Well, any press is good press, Josh. Yeah,
I think at this point, I agree.
Yeah, well, you can't get press by actually making work in the US. You can just get dragged on Blue Sky. That's all. Just outrage farming.
Just see if there's any, while we wait for some people to join, do we see if there's any questions or comments, interesting comments?
Indeed. Some viewer questions. Oh, look, it's Harry Nordlinger, the Brown Garfield. Billy Garfield.
How's it going, Harry?
What's up, pals? How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right.
Excellent. Great to hear from you. You'd like to see this. There's a Cybertruck right outside my studio window.
Fuck yeah.
Bang. Beautiful. Make a wish.
Pretty good stuff.
I saw 3 of them yesterday. Dude, my record is 5. I saw 5 in one day.
In San Francisco, they're literally everywhere. It's wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I drive my kid to school every morning, and my record was I saw 5 of them.
That's too much. That's too many.
Yeah, I like them. I think I wouldn't buy one. Like they've been recalled like 3 times. They seem like rusty shit buckets, but I just find them amusing.
I like them. No, they're funny. They are funny.
It's the car that Homer built. Yeah. It's Ethan Llewellyn.
Ethan, there's one Cybertruck by me, and honestly, I think they're cool. It makes me feel like I'm in a movie. They're fun to me.
Yeah, I'm not going to get my knickers in a twist over them. I just think they're funny looking. Do you have any Cybertrucks in your area, Ethan?
I don't even think we have any in the UK.
I think there's only 3,000 in the US, and I see like 5 of them daily. Like,
well, half of them are already out of commission, I think.
God, Teddy Goldenberg, what the fuck?
This is an experiment. We're going to see if this works, or if this is a complete mess. We'll just kick everybody out, and then we'll just end the thing. But we'll see how it goes. So, Teddy Goldenberg, we're a great cartoonist currently in Berlin. We have Ethan Llewellyn. Bristol guy. Ethan, did you see Jimmy Brown in Bristol?
Nah, I couldn't be fucked.
Couldn't be fucked. Classic.
Class.
Too tired from gooning.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
How's
see
it
how this goes. This clusterfuck, this State of the Union. Just
Yeah.
we just thought we'd let people drop in and just like get your heads out there, try and do a bit of press for your books. You know, have a bit of a shit talk.
Teddy, what are you working on? You have like a new thing coming out with like Studio Fidel. Is that going to be in English?
Oh yeah, of course. It's coming out in December by Floating World. You can say, I'll promote it.
Oh,
This is the book. It's called the Retirement Party.
nice. Is that just one long story, or is that like is that another collection of shorts?
Yeah, it's one long story. It's got like kind of like a collection feeling to it, because everyone tells stories. They kind of meet up in a retirement party, and everyone tells a story, and it kind of like gets like coalesced into one story in the end.
That's cool. There's that one. The thing you posted with the cat, the panel with the cat during the dancing. Really laughing.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Teddy,
you guys
can I
met at
ask-
Angle M,
Sorry.
didn't you? Oh, sorry, Harry. Josh and Teddy, you met at Angle M, didn't you? And hung out.
Yeah, I had shared some cigarettes.
Yeah.
Nice. What were you going to say, Harry?
Oh, Teddy, I've always been a big fan of your work, by the way. This is the first time we've ever talked. Were you a big fan of Harold Pinter?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, yeah, I see that in your work. He was a huge
Busted.
influence on me. Sure.
Yeah, busted. Yeah, I really love Harold Pinter. I read and reread his plays a lot of times, and yeah, he's,
Hell yeah, dude.
Ethan, you've always been a big fan of Harold Shipman, right?
Yeah.
What time is it in Bristol, Ethan?
It's coming up to 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay, yeah. You've been out working in the coal mine all day, chimney sweeping.
Hmm.
Masturbated
13 times today.
Yeah, many fake poos. What am I working on?
Right? You have a new thing coming out soon, or?
Yeah, just some pages here.
Nice.
NAF issue 4.
Nice. Yeah, so you've been posting all this work, Ethan. I was hoping it was NAF 4 and not one of the the UK comics. What's that called? UK Underground Comics?
Yeah, UKC, Underground Kingdom Comics.
Decent stuff. You got some stuff in. Yeah, I was just hoping it's just NAF 4. I'm happy to find out it's a big solo book from you.
Yeah, NAF 4. It's like my longest story to date.
Nice.
It's like 25 pages, and I'm going to be serializing it on Instagram as like a flight comic thing. I fucking hate those things.
You keep getting your posts taken down.
Yeah, they hate cocks. They hate drawings of cocks. And even though it's like
yeah, go on.
Well, no, it's just like it's not particularly like realistic penises. It's just they're like 3 lines. It's like
Meanwhile, I was going to say, like, I keep posting like Werewolf Jones comics. He's got his penis out, and I don't get struck.
Yeah.
And it leads me to another point. Just Instagram, like everyone's complaining about the algorithm. Like you go and look at Drawn and Quarterly or Fantagraphics' things. Like they've got 100,000 followers. They're getting like 200 likes on posts. No engagement, just nothing. And it was a bit dicey for me. But in the last month, I get like 2 million views on a post. I'll get like 60,000 likes on stuff. It's fucking popping off. I was sitting on 144,000 followers for 3 years and it would not budge. Now I've got 22,000 new followers in a month. It is popping the fuck off. So I don't know what's going on Instagram there. They're censoring cocks. They're not censoring cocks. People are being pushed down in the algorithm. People are being raised up. It's really weird. But it's working for me right now. 2 million views, that turned into 10 book sales. I sold 10 books. I made $100. That's right. You too can work your ass off, get 2 million views on a post with 60,000 likes, and sell 10 books. The future's bright, guys. Instagram's really working.
Yeah, I had a look today, and they won't. I'm not visible to non-followers apparently. So that's
Meanwhile, I've
great.
got Werewolf Jones's penis up in people's eyes and the For You
Yeah.
and everything. I'm getting all these upset Christians like, why am I being shown this?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, Wild West, boys, Wild West. How do you do on the Instagram, Teddy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good to
I mean,
hear.
it's not like I don't get a lot of traffic, but it's okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
got to keep doing it. You know, we've all got to keep doing it. It was
Yeah.
shit for me for a bit, but now it's popped off. I hope, I bless unto thee. I hope it rubs off and you all start to get favored by the algorithm. And may your cocks fly free in the breeze.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we should I don't know. We should be able to figure out a way, like some sort of like way to advertise what we're doing without Instagram. But I mean,
Well, there isn't though. We're stuck with it. That's all we have.
I don't know. Flickr.
Tumblr died.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, Harry, when's Vacuum Decay 7 dropping? I pre-ordered it about a month ago or something. Oh, there it is.
This is the proof. I know. I appreciate your pre-order, by the way. Thank you. This is the proof. The physical comics should arrive on Monday, and I will start mailing out pre-orders on Monday, Tuesday, and then on Friday I head to Portland for a release show at Floating World, and then Saturday is Short Run, which I'm sad that I don't think any of you are going to be there, right?
Can't be fucked.
That's too bad, because last year was like one of the best weekends of my life with you guys at Short Run.
Well, it was. See, the
was
hangouts were
amazing.
good, but you make no money. Josh
you
and I
didn't make
made
money?
no money. No, we made no money.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
after the flight.
like our main new thing was free.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And we draped an American flag on as our tablecloth just to sort of piss people off. So that probably had something to do with it. People walk by like, what's going on here?
I will say I made good money last year, but it was definitely less than the year before. And I don't think that's not Short Run's fault. I think it's just people don't have money anymore because every show
basically.
less and less.
Well, the problem's getting around as well. Like I remember us all trying to get places and like, okay, we'll have to get 2 separate Ubers. The Uber's like $80.
Oh my God, Seattle's
And then-
so spread out.
Yeah. And then you get to one place and everyone goes somewhere else. You got to get another fucking Uber. So it's just hundreds of dollars in fucking Ubers. Like, and I had a rental car as well. I got the room, I got the rental car, but then like I get drunk, I can't take the rental car. So it's not feasible. Anyway, someone's asking here what's Teddy's Instagram handle?
It's just my name, Teddy Goldenberg. Maybe I can
Goldenberg.
change it so it's.
Yeah, it's just Teddy Goldenberg. Yeah.
Yeah, give him a follow. Ethan Llewellyn as well. Go, Ethan. It's not visible apparently because of all the coxy posts. But track him down. And what are you Harry Nordlinger on Instagram? Harry?
I'm lucky enough that my name is so distinct I can just use it for everything. Harry Nordlinger everywhere.
Nice. Yeah, I had to be Simon _Hanselmann. Like,
Damn.
some other Simon Hanselmann, some German guy beating me to it.
Yeah.
There's also Simone Hanselmann, the famous German supermodel. She used to eclipse me in Google searches, but she's gotten a bit old now, so now I win.
Yeah, there'll often be some signed 8x10s on your eBay listings.
Yes, Simone Hanselmann. Yeah, maybe people will think it's me. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Short Run for us. Josh, I think you got in. You were going to go, but you decided not to. It's the money outlay and
Just not worth a flight. And then if I had more stock, I probably would have gone, but I'd have to like print a bunch of comics as well, and that's going to be,
It's driving only for me currently. If I can drive there, fine. Even then, it's like, I probably don't like most of the people there, so it's like, fuck that. I don't want to be around these people.
Yeah.
Just get harassed. Where are you based right now, Teddy?
I'm in Berlin.
You're in Berlin? Oh, very nice. So you go to like the Berlin comic shows and...
There's almost no Berlin comic shows.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like there's a small fair once a year. And other than that, there's just like these very small events every once in a while. Someone comes over to a bookstore and signs it, but there's no like actual active comic scene.
Are they still doing the Hamburg Comic Arts Festival or whatever?
Oh yeah, they do, yeah, but I haven't been.
Yeah, I went there once. It was all right. Did a gallery show. It was okay. Went to a shit comic show in Munich. It was all mainstream superhero stuff, dollar bins, and sat next to Eddie Campbell and did a signing. That was kind of thrilling. But yeah, I don't know. These shows aren't really financially viable anymore. I find all the travel outlay and the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, people, as you said, Harry, I think people just have less money.
No one has money to spend in the last 2
The
years.
thing I noticed the
Yeah,
most PCX recently, which I did, is like the shifting ages of people coming. It was so like, you know, people early 20s. It seemed like every customer was like 19 or 25, and you know they're not spending money. And there was like much less movement between people's tables too. There's like, you know, this is a whole thing I could get into, but it was sort of like that, you know, a lot of younger cartoonists, and they weren't, you know, they're not, you know, I think a bit less curious about other stuff happening there. But yeah,
you're definitely
probably-
right about no
yeah.
one having any money. I remember doing a comic as like a zine fair, and this like old guy who I thought had money. I guess he does, but it took him like 3 hours to like consider buying my comic. Like he kept coming back to my table and like flicking through it and like asking me questions, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll be back." And then he near the end of the fair, he came back and he bought one, and I remember he even like picked one like third down on the stack. He wanted it perfect.
yeah,
And then he rolled it up and put it in his back pocket, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, just a weird guy.
yeah.
Yeah. Teddy, do you like Jan Blum? Is it the guy that runs All the Problems in This World?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him.
Seems like a good
I'm doing
bloke,
yeah, he seems really cool. I think I'm going to do a comic reading event in January with him at the Cartoon Museum in London.
Oh wow.
Oh
Yeah, I think that
Sounds
would
like
be
a hot
cool.
one.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I
Get on
think
that.
we're getting
That's awesome.
yeah, the comic I'm doing right now is like that would be perfect for a comic reading. So yeah, that would be cool. I think Lily Blakely. I don't know if any of you guys know Lily Blakely, but she's going to be doing it with us as well. She does really cool comics. She's from the UK.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
got to be like like with that store in Berlin. There's got to be like a desire for like a small festival or something, right?
Yeah,
just
it's just this one store. That's the only. I mean, alternative wise, that's I think that's the only store that actually sells like alternative comics or
Yeah.
with some superhero stuff, but it's not really. But Angoulême on January, that was, I mean, pretty crowded over there.
Yeah.
Well, France is popping off. You got your Formula Bula over there. That's a good show. If you like crazy people and cocaine, you'll love Formula Bula. Yeah, good show. They had good art show there, and so is the Fanzines Fest as well. France is popping off. I mean, they've got a big readership over there, and
There's talk about possibly doing a tour of just like France and Italy, maybe some point next year. So I mean, for there to be enough places in France for me to do, it's like, yeah, must be something happening.
Did you have a better time in your European shows than your American shows last year?
For me,
Yeah.
it's hard to tell because it's like I was with a publisher. It wasn't like my table.
Oh, so you weren't getting money directly?
No, but I mean, I was just like signing books. But like Economy Air, I sold out of books, which was like, you know, we had the huge boxes of books, and I sold out of those, which apparently was like, you know, that's good. And then Angoulême was like, there's just so much foot traffic that I don't know, you can be nobody and do pretty well, sell a lot of stuff, you know.
That's sick.
Yeah.
yeah, there's more readers. There's more engagement over there. It's
And I mean,
I wonder
too, because like, you know, the amount of like feedback I've been getting from this Italian edition, it's like seems like Italy's a good place for comics right now too.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, maybe this year. If there's like, you know, an Italian Tedwood book, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, touring. I got to get back to it. My record was 10 countries in 2015, but I just don't do it anymore.
Why not?
That's so sick. I might be doing an Italian show.
Really?
next October. Yeah, it's like literally my friend's art gallery. He lives in
Really?
Italy. He invited me to come out because I showed him there was an Italian article written about me and Vacuum Decay in Italian. and I like sent it to my friend who lives in Italy, and then he was like, "You should come out and do the show." So it won't be like a Angoulême or a real industry event, but I can say that I went to for art.
Oh yeah.
It's worth going just for the food, Harry.
Yeah.
Just to hang out and meet cool people and the networking, whatever. But yeah, it's just having some nice food and a good time.
Yeah, and I just want to go swimming.
If your art
in
can
the
take
ocean.
you there, then you're winning.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, we're all just grinding away, a bunch of lonely men in our hovels.
Yeah. I mean, there are some. Did I just send the link to men? Possibly. I don't know. I have to check. See.
We talked about a lot of women's comics, Josh. We in our new books roundup, we did mention a lot of women. So if anyone wants to try and cancel us on Blue Sky, go fuck yourselves. Alex Graham is not a man; it's a woman.
2 right here. What are you drinking?
I'm dressed as a woman. I'm dressed as a woman.
Like a fancy water.
Hmm?
Teddy, what are you drinking? Is that like a beer or a fancy water?
Oh no, that's a beer. That's an Oakville
Nice.
Czech beer.
Yeah.
9 in the morning in Berlin.
It's 9 p.m. right now.
But do you it's easy to travel Europe? So do you do like a ton of festivals all over Europe, Teddy?
Oh no, I've only been to Angoulême, and I did this tour with Fulgencio Pimentel.
Oh my God, Bernie and fucking Caesar, my boys.
Yeah, Caesar and Bernie.
You must have done a lot of cocaine.
No, I'm not there.
Yeah, sure, Teddy. Yeah, mum's the word.
It was me and Olivier Schrouwen.
Nice.
And we toured some festivals. We did some drunk Q&A.
Oh yeah.
It was great. Really great.
Yeah. Those guys are great. Fulgencio Pimentel, I think, are like one of the best publishers in the world and 2 of the nicest guys. And Schrouwen is fantastic. Yeah, he stayed at my house before and like passed out drunk on the floor. Did a big long piss with the door open. He's a character. Yeah, you would have had a bloody good time. Did you do that one in the park in like is it the Madrid Book Fair or?
No, we haven't been to Madrid. Just Barcelona and Valencia.
Oh, nice. Valencia's lovely.
Yeah, Valencia's great. But mostly we just ate too much. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I don't know, like just doing those 2 French festivals last year is like, I don't know, doing shows in America is just such a miserable experience compared to like the food and the hotels of like Europe and
Yeah, it's like doing SBX. It's just like everyone ends up at the fucking McDonald's across the road. There's a Papa John's around the corner. It's shit. I don't know, and just Europe's just exciting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Europe, it's like, oh, I need to move here. Like, fuck America. Man.
Yeah.
Bring Monster Munch, Ethan.
What flavor's that?
Roast beef.
Oh, nice. That's a good choice.
Oh yeah, headed to an early grave.
Yeah.
There's a British Cheetos knockoff. That's one of my favorite snack foods in the world.
What's it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit rules.
They're the best.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Good. What's this again? Yeah.
I do miss UK snack foods and beverages. Those fridge. Do they still have those chocolate milks, Ethan? The fridge with like the Simpsons
fridge. Yeah.
on them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
Yeah, I remember when they put the Simpsons characters on them. That was awesome.
Yeah.
They still do that?
Fridge.
No,
Yeah,
not
the
anymore.
policeman
When I
milk.
was a kid, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no. Yeah, policeman milk, the chocolate Wiggum. It was so good.
I think for all people say about UK food, we are the best at crisps.
Oh yeah, the prawn cocktail, not Lay's, the Walkers. I import big boxes of those. They're incredible.
I think a lot of
American chips are shit. Sorry, Harry.
Yeah, they suck.
American chips are shit. Australian and British crisps are far superior.
Yeah, I mean, just like I don't know, America, it's always just like it's like essence of salt and vinegar. It's like you have to squint to taste the salt and vinegar. Like I want it to burn. I want my
Yes. I want my spine to tingle. I want to feel like I'm dying.
Yeah.
You know, UK's got good food. I mean, Indian food for a start is just fucking amazing. And I'll go down the Pizza Express. You know, I'll get a fucking I'll get a Tesco Metro sandwich. If you want to go a bit classy, you get a Waitrose sandwich. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
You got a Waitrose where
Yes.
you live, Ethan?
No, that's a bit posh for me.
What about M&S? You go in the M&S. You get the Patatas Bravas down at the M&S. Wow, fantastic.
Nah, more like a Lidl.
A little, yeah, you're eating your Monster Munch down at Little.
Yeah,
Well, if you keep
yeah.
working, that's the thing with the comics. There is money. There is gold in them there hills. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make money from comics.
Yeah. This is something we should talk about. There was a tweet. I don't even remember the guy's name. Something Capullo or something. Some cartoon. It's like basically made a post saying about how he was like, if you want to like make it in comics or whatever, like prepare to make some sacrifices. You might not be able to have other hobbies. You may not be able to like have the best social life, whatever. People got so mad at that. Like people are really mad. It's like
I saw that
Twitter discourse or whatever right now is that this person.
What? Because it's true.
I think they went a
They
bit
felt
over,
attacked.
I mean, they went a bit over the top with it, But I mean, obviously, like most things in life, if you want to like get really like great at something, like there are other things that have to go to the wayside,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to succeed in anything, you have to dedicate yourself. Look at like the Olympics. Like you have to train. You can't just like sit around watching Family Guy and eating meat pies for 4 years and then step out under the fucking pole vault field and just shoot up over the pole.
Yeah.
You train.
I had a moment over the summer where I was going to the beach every single day and just swimming in the ocean all the time. And then I was thinking about Tezuka and Jack Kirby, and I was like, those guys, they got to the page counts they did because they weren't going to the beach every day.
They've never been wet in their lives.
And then I was like, you know what?
Dry men.
For the sake of my mental health, I'm going to keep going to the beach, and I just won't be that prolific. I have to find the middle ground.
It's like be that way, like have no life and all this stuff. But I mean, it's just. But then don't be surprised that like you don't have much of an output.
Yeah, and Capullo, like he does Batman. He's not like I'm not like a fan of his, but he's got a humongous page output. He probably does 200 pages a year or something like that.
Yeah,
I think the problem would be is that the people that got upset by that have day jobs. The necessity is like unless you can grind all fucking day doing comics and monetize the fuck out of it and keep the work coming and build it up, you're doing it at night. And like people have got kids, people got to eat, people got to wash. People want to go to the beach. I want to ride my bike. I haven't ridden my bike for like fucking 6 months or something. But yeah, it's the choice you make. And I'm lucky now that I've built a career. I'm 10 years into a career. So I work like 7 or 8 hours in the day, like a regular office job, and then I clock off and I have dinner with my wife and child. And I'm 6 every morning. I get about 5 hours sleep these days. I'm up at 6 in the morning, get the kid to school, get to work, and then like 4 o'clock I'm clocking off and all nighttime parental duties. But yeah, but it's just like it's a day job. But I mean, I'm not complaining. What am I supposed to be lying around in a bath all fucking days, masturbating? Like, you got to hustle. I don't know. It's good. It feels good to work. It feels good to work hard and to go to bed, sore and like knowing you've done a good day's work and that you're ahead. It's like time travel in a way. If you can condense a good amount of work into a short amount of time, I mean, it's fucking amazing.
There was Scott McCloud like 2 or 3 years ago said the same thing where he was like, a lot of people have to have day jobs to be cartoonists and you have to find time to draw outside your day job. And people were like, Scott McCloud is an enemy of the working class.
Yeah, I remember that was crazy. That was just,
It's just the reality of it, man.
It's like there's not a big reader base for comics. Like it's a niche thing. It seems to be getting smaller. I mean, outside of YA, mainstream shit. I mean, a lot of the mainstream stuff's not doing well. Cinemas are closing everywhere. Like musicians are doing it tough. Everyone's doing it tough. Like if you want to make any money and get out of the day job system, you just have to fucking grind, Going to parties sucks anyway. People are boring. I hate talking to people at parties. There's a big Shrowan and Dash Shaw are doing a thing at Secret Headquarters next week. I don't want to fucking go. Stand around and talk to a bunch of assholes. Like, I could be at home, like, playing video games or drawing or just hanging out with the kid. Like, I don't want to talk to these assholes. It's a waste of everyone's time. But, it's a young man's game. When you're young, you want to go out and network. But I'm 42. I'm turning 43 in a couple of months. Like, I don't give a fuck about people anymore. Yeah, it's a racket. It's a racket. This comics biz. Yeah, I've had no day job for 10 years now. I think I think that should be inspirational to people. I hope it is. Or they just think I'm an asshole with my fancy Irwan water and my $2,000 coat. But
Is that how much that costs?
I've worked hard for it. I've been fucking grinding.
I
Yeah,
remember people gave Michael Kupperman shit because his Patreon makes like $3,000 a month, and he like pays his rent on Patreon. And I
Good
was
for
like,
him.
"That you should be proud of him. Like, I'm happy for him.
It's aspirational. That
he
should be your
deserves it.
goal.
Yeah, I would love to do that."
Well, there is a real movement of younger people that just want to like tear people down and just like they're just jealous. They want the UBI, they want the universal basic income, just gimme, and they're just jealous of other people. I don't know, and and it's hard to focus, I guess, in this modern world with all this fucking phone bullshit in your face and all the crap going on, all this crap that's pumped into us. So it's hard to sit down and focus and You're managing it, Ethan. You're a young man. You're sitting there grinding away, working on these pages, hopefully enjoying it and enjoying the process.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I was gonna say like I think maybe that's why there were so many comics in during the pandemic. There were a lot of like, oh, I'm gonna do comics as like a hobby, but then only like the real ones like stayed, like you guys, like
Well,
but like the people that
like during the pandemic, the thing was like I got that money or whatever, but it was like there was like a real like panicked moment of like this is never gonna happen again where I'm getting paid to stay home. So I like drew for an insane like unhealthy hours every day to being able to like not go back to work when pandemic when that money ran out.
Also, readers were stuck at home, like people who aren't even draw comics, and they had money, and so people were buying more comics at that time. I feel like
that was good.
Golden era that year.
Yeah, I think I tweeted out at the time, like, it was like, fuck you, Netflix. Like, you're fucked. It's like comics' time to shine. Like, the entertainment wasn't being made, and like, musicians couldn't tour. People couldn't go to gigs. People couldn't. So people finished Netflix. They got to the end of it. And then what are they going to do? They're going to read comics.
Yeah.
So, it's a great time. Sales were up. They've all gone down since. I think everyone's doing it tough now, all the publishers. And yeah.
How long have you been making comics? You kind of was this your first thing, or have you been doing it for like a
No, I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah?
Since it was almost like 20 years, I think. The first comic book was published 20 years ago.
Wow.
But it was mostly self-published and in Hebrew. And so this was my second book in English. The first one was Cobra 2. It was a sequel of the Sylvester Stallone film. And I think Harry knows that one.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Very good.
And so that was self-published. And then I made this one. Actually, I was working and studying at the same time while I was doing this book. And it was the pandemic at the same time. It was just, I felt like more productive for some reason. Mostly because I stayed at home.
Wait, and did you say the stuff before was in Hebrew? Like you were doing?
Yeah.
Wow. And like, did you do stuff in German too, or?
I did some stuff in German, but my German is not good enough. I mean, it's not. Pretty shit German.
Yeah. But the stuff now, you're writing in English, or you're writing in English?
I'm writing in English.
Okay.
My English is perfect.
Yeah, we've noticed. It's stunning.
Yeah.
Your verbosity.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's like Kus, the Latvian publisher. I mean, I think they've done some of your stuff, Teddy. But they've published in English for like the past decade, and it's all English. But they're targeting the. I can't sell comics in Germany. Like Avant Verlag used to do my Meg and Mog stuff in German, but I think they just stopped because it just sells like 200 copies. Everyone speaks English in Germany pretty much. So, so it's it makes sense for Europeans to do their comics in English. Most European countries, people are speaking a bit of English, and then you can target the American scene. It's not even that big. Europe's bigger than America for comics.
There's actually something I wanted to ask you, Ethan. I noticed the other day, like you had like a character say something in dollars, like you're doing like a sort of you're like, there was some, you mentioned some currency and it was dollars in one of your comics that you posted.
Oh, really?
I remember that happening. I was going to ask you about like if they're like targeting stuff to Americans because it's just like a much bigger audience, but maybe I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, now that you mention it, the cover of my last comic, I'll show it here. That one there. It's £6.50, right? But I put the little dollar sign.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense, because it wouldn't be $6.50, but something about the S with the line through it is like, that's cartooning.
Yeah.
And I think there's something innately American about comics and cartooning.
Same thing. When I used to see a pound sign in the Beano, like there's something pound sign is like, yeah, it's not cartooning.
It's fucking ugly too. I would never want to draw a pound sign in a comic. But yeah, I mean, maybe maybe it's bad. I'm appropriating American culture, like there's white guys that want to be Japanese or whatever. But
I do the same thing. People got so upset when I did the little cartoon thing for Hulu and all the characters had American voices. They were like, "Why aren't they Australian?" I was like, "I don't know. I've lived in the US for 8 years. It's a bigger market. Like, I don't know. I think it'd be weird if they're like, "Oh, good day, Meg. Oh, good day, Werewolf Jones. How you doing, you fucking cunt?" I don't know.
Also,
I started drawing it in the UK. Like, they're all red double-decker buses when Meg and Mog started. And, now I'm in the US. Like, it's a comic for the world. They don't eat Vegemite. They don't play cricket.
There are some phrases in your comics.
I use British phrases like bunking off. I use all sorts of phrases.
Yeah.
Ponce. No one in America says like, "Oh, you fucking ponce."
I feel like maybe I'm wrong.
Meg and Mog watch BBC.
Do Americans say "fuck off"?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Harry does all the time. I'll tell you to fuck off right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just targeting a bigger market, I guess. Australia is like a dead zone for comics. I mean, there's no publishers really. There's some sort of mainstream superhero type publisher that had like a documentary made about them by Gestalt Publishing, but I think they've gone the way of the dodo. There's no distro. There's the Lifted Brow for an arts magazine. It was really great. It used to have like Ron Ricci comics in it and CF, and like it was really well curated, but a group of children took it over like Lord of the Flies and cancelled the owner. And then within 2 months, the company just went under. Just like they stopped answering emails. Like I knew people who were trying to do books with them and like, big books, like licensing big books. And they just, Lord of the Flies, a bunch of children. Oh, he looked at us funny in the elevator, and they just took his company from him and just ran it into the ground. So yeah, that was a great enterprise. The Lifted Brow was incredible until it was overrun by progressive children.
There's Cockatoo Comics, which is like
that's a distro.
Yeah,
Cockatoo's a distro. Yeah,
tons of like American stuff, and I think maybe some European stuff too in Australia.
Yeah, Cockatoo's cool.
So
there was a great little shop called Junkie Comics in Brisbane for a while who used to do a similar thing. I think that went under as well. But yeah, she was lovely, the girl who ran that. But yeah, Cockatoo seems cool. People are trying. Metropolis Books is a good bookstore in Melbourne that carries good stuff. All Star Comics, the Melbourne shop, I think they were nominated for an Eisner one year for like best comic shop in the world, and it's a pretty good shop, mostly superhero focused, but you'll see Noah Van Sciver stuff down there on the front shelves, and they had my stuff, and they'd have a good array of alternative stuff. They were good. It's a good store, but you don't get the festivals as much, and all the festivals in Australia are very political, very cliquey, and kind of like divest, defund. Like, all right, I just want to read some entertaining comics, guys. Like, calm down. Like, can we have some entertaining comics? No.
Yeah,
I think that is kind of driving the market down into the ground a bit, just like the intense politicization of everything. And it's just, I think it's driving, like a Looky Loo comes into like, oh, what's this? All comics. It's like, oh, they just back away. I don't know. I'm just trying to make entertaining, fun comics about like, druggy reprobates that lots of people can enjoy and not push a message on anyone. There's no real message. It's just like a fly on the wall car crash. But that's just me. Yeah.
Harry, are you at your day job as a call center help guy. This is the typing.
You're a projectionist, aren't you, Harry?
Wait, call center type guy?
Yes, you were just typing a bunch. It looked like you're at your day job.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me typing?
IT
Yeah.
center
Oh, I'm
guy.
sorry. No, I have to make this calendar for work. Sorry, I was doing that in the background. I'll stop typing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're a projectionist, though.
I'm a
Josh
film-
is making a joke.
Yeah. But I didn't realize you could hear me. I am a film projectionist for my day job, which I
Yeah.
love doing, and it's really great. The ideal scenario would be cartoonist as a day job and film as a hobby, which I was close to in 2022. It was close to happening, and then the market, like we were talking about, slipped back, and everyone stopped buying my comics. And
Well, it's the postage, I find. We've talked about this on the show before. It's like, shipping stuff out. I can't ship to Europe anymore. It's like $18 to ship
Crazy.
a thin comic book. To Canada as well, across the border, it's $18 to ship this. So it's just abandoned shopping carts on my website endlessly. It's
well, you guys remember Permanent Damage in May 2022?
of
Yeah.
course.
So that was the most money I've ever made at any show. And then like 2 months or 3 months after that was the first short run I ever did, and which was incredible. And then like that run, and I was getting paid to do commissions for somebody, like draw a comic for somebody. I was like paying my rent from comics for a few months, and I was like, I've made it. This is it. And now I'm like, I'm back to working full time. I was like working part time. I like cut my hours at my job.
And he went to the beach. And
I'm like, you know what? It's all gonna be gone someday. I'm just gonna hang out at the beach as much as I can.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like? Are you most of your comics, Teddy? Are they like being sold? And Ethan, like, are you sending most of your comics to America, or is this across Europe?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, mostly United States.
Yeah, and like,
Usually don't send my comic book. I work through publishers. They do the sending.
yeah,
I think shipping's cheaper from like the UK. Like Ethan, I think I bought the last issue of NAF and it was like £5 for shipping, which is reasonable. I expected it to be like £20. Are you ripping yourself off? Are you losing money on this, or is it just the shipping? Royal Mail is just cheaper.
No, Royal Mail's just good.
yeah.
I'm jealous.
I mean, they're not, but they are.
Yeah. I'm fucked here in the US. I just feel like it's fucked. Like it's never going to go down. Like, and I can't sell books to Europe, and everyone's like, "Oh, please send them to the shops." But then if I send all the books to the shops, I'm selling for wholesale, so I only make half the money I would. And then all the customers are trained to buy them from the stores and to not buy them directly from me. So it's just the stores taking all my money. And so, I used to sell thousands of books, but now it's just like, it's really diminished because it's not affordable. And, the economy and stuff, everyone's just got less disposable income. It's terrible. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't want to do webcomics. I don't want to sell PDFs. Or would you like to buy my PDF for $1? Fuck off.
No, I'll never sell a PDF.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Teddy, like, it's like we make way more money selling like direct. Like, like I was going to do this series with Fantagraphics. I would have made 40 to 60 cents per unit. Instead, I make like $8 a unit. So it's just cutting out the middleman. But but then you got to hustle, you got to promote, you got to like ship them out yourself, get ShipStation, print all the labels, get them all down to the post office. But it's like you sell less, but you make more money. So I'm just all pro self-publishing these days, just doing it myself. The one thing kicking me in the dick is the fucking postage prices, but otherwise I'd be fucking gold.
That's the thing. I sell it just for fun. I like to people buy some stuff for me because I draw on the envelopes and then send it. But it's just I don't make any money out of it. It's just covers the shipping cost and the price of the envelope itself, which is €2 per envelope. That's crazy.
What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're
you
sick,
guys
man.
are losing out because you go to the post office. I get collections at my house. My posties hate
Me
me.
too. Yeah, I made my
Yes.
take it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, well, I used to have this really sweet old mailman, and he was happy to see me, and I'd give him my stack of books. And now I got this young, white supremacist January 6th looking, and he stomps around. slams the mailboxes and he's like swearing under his breath. And I'm like, "Can you take my package?" And he's like, "Ugh," and then like angrily.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
Do you make them print the labels out and stick the
I
stickers
print the
on?
labels at home.
Oh, I make them do it. So that's
Oh.
I can't believe you make them do the label.
why. No, but I'm not gonna print off my own thing and waste my money printing off a thing and then like having to stick it down. They print on a sticker roll.
Okay.
So they just do it.
That pours it all out. I didn't know that
Yeah.
they do that.
Yeah, they do. They're like actual like stickers that are smaller. Like they just come off the stick. It's like it's easier for both people. I think it's easier for me and it's easier for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not easier for them.
But
They
it
do all
is-
the stickers.
Yeah, I don't. That's fine.
Wait, so you give them the roll of stickers and then they stick them all?
No, they have the
print
stickers already, and they have the stickers
Oh.
printed at the office or whatever. They collect the stickers and they bring them to me to show like, oh, is this the?
God,
They're
on
part of
His
your
Majesty's
assembly
service.
line.
My
I know.
gosh, God, Royal Mail.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, full service.
I mean,
They
when
give you
it's
a
like-
hand job as well. Fuck.
Yeah. They used to do it with me, or they would make me do it, and then they would come back later in the day.
The hand
But,
jobs, what?
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
have to give them a hand job? Ah, well,
Anyway.
okay, that was the deal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
thing
don't mind
is, so I know- I know why they do it, because they're afraid of like because it is so accessible and like cheap and easy for them to do collections, that like they're afraid of like competition, so they have like the most like the best for money thing going on.
And you're a young white guy. You're probably on a watch list in the UK. Let's be honest. Probably clearing
Yeah.
out space in the jails for you right now, especially after seeing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I
Ethan-
put a TV show on. I pack everything, drive it down to the mail center. It's not too bad. Sorry, Harry, what were you going to ask?
No,
Ethan?
sorry,
Something about
keep
hand
going.
jobs.
Do you
Hand
guys
job
have
question.
day jobs in Europe, or do you get to live just making comics and getting art grants and things?
What's a day job?
Like a regular
Oh,
9 to
yeah.
5 job, like a
No,
regular.
I
not
know what a day job is.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, up until recently I worked as a landscape architect. And,
Nice.
yeah, but and I teach landscape architecture, but now I'm not working.
Oh, good.
And it just like living off comics,
Kind of. Yeah.
just art stuff. Is that because
But I also-
Berlin, like you've got sort of cheaper rent? I mean, Berlin's known as an artist city. Is it affordable for artists to a degree?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty affordable. But I also do commissions and stuff like that. I work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Do you do commissions? No, you're just working on your.
I just work on my stuff. Yeah, I just accumulated enough of a reader base that I can sell a set sort of amount of comics to people, and I sell original art. And I don't do commissions. Did in
Yeah.
the past, but not
When I was
anymore.
in Spain, I listed off all my commissions to Cesar, and he said that I'm a comics whore.
Yeah, you got to do it sometimes. Nate Garcia's always doing his commissions and pet portraits. Sometimes he's got to pay the bills and bash out some commissions.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I used
How
to
are you
work-
surviving, Ethan?
I have like a day job at a cinema.
Oh, that's
Hell yeah,
right.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
film guys. Yeah, film boys.
Yeah. I'm not a projectionist. I serve the horrible general public.
Like an usher.
Yeah.
Do you wear like a little
It's horrible.
pillbox hat and a little vest?
Yeah. Actually, we just have like caps like this,
Oh.
and like shirts. The uniform is actually like, it's pretty nice. But I do like everything. So I'm like serving on the tills, and like I'm essentially like ripping the tickets and cleaning up after these disgusting people that leave nappies in screens and stuff like that. So
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
You find all kinds of things. You find used condoms in like screenings for kids films.
Oh no.
We showed
Crazy.
Crazy Rich Asians, and there was a puddle of cum on the floor.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's when I was in San Fran. Yeah, I remember I saw Crazy Rich Asians in San Fran. That was me. It got crazy.
Yeah.
We have
Oh.
I probably shouldn't really talk about this, but it's fine. But we have like Irish gypsies that live near the cinema, like they live next door to the cinema.
Yeah.
And every Sunday they come in and yeah, they're just like the teenager, you know, the adults are all right, they're fine, but the teenagers, like the teenage boys are like really quite aggressive, and they're just in there just having sex.
Mate, you're so new to your career. Like your career is just starting, Ethan.
Yeah, that's it. It's over now. You cancelled.
Yeah. No,
You're
but
on
you
a
can
watch
say
list
Irish
now.
gypsies or travelers. Travelers, is that the term? I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I don't even think they have the internet, so it's like, you know, no one's gonna cancel me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'll be the middle class white people that'll cancel you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The ones with all the upper crust ones with all the time on their hands, you know, not working class people. It'll be the
someone who's
academics
someone
that'll
who's
cancel you.
someone who's actually never met an Irish. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop now. We should all stop. You and I should stop now, Ethan.
Yeah.
Oh, Blue Sky's going to be lit up tonight. All the usual suspects. Yeah.
It's not only Blue Sky. Threads is worse. Threads is way worse.
Really? I don't go
Have
on
you seen?
either of these.
I don't go on Threads, but I get when I'm on regular Instagram, I scroll down and I see like Threads suggestions. So I like read like the, you know, the highlight of, and it's all people just like moaning about something.
Yeah, I know. I do see some of those, and it's always moaning about the algorithm.
It's always moaning.
Like,
it's never.
Yeah. I know. It's like, show me something fun.
The algorithm itself, I think it's meant to piss you off. I mean, like it shows you annoying threads you can see, and then you'll be like, oh, I have to like just.
Well, I said the term outrage farming earlier. Like a lot of websites, I think it's just they just need hate clicks. Like, you know, it's just it's the only way. Like Google directs people away from websites now. They'll just with AI, they'll just steal like a couple of phrases from a website. You know, so if you look up something about video games, like, you know, you don't go to IGN anymore. It just gives you a little AI summary at the top, and like, oh, I don't need to scroll down and click on the website now.
Yeah.
So websites are kind of dying. There's no ad revenue. So I think a lot of them are going for hate clicks and outrage.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. People got to eat, you know. But yeah, it's not good within the broader culture when everyone's just pissed off and moaning all the time. But I don't know. I just follow stuff that like makes me excited and fun. I just follow musicians I like and people like Teddy Goldenberg, whose comics I like, and just fun stuff like. It's like when everyone do, oh, social media is so toxic. So why are you following things that you don't like? Like you can block people, and you know, like all the cunts that come after me and try and, you know, call me whatever, and I just mute them or block them, and they go shout into the void, cocksucker. Like, yeah.
I mean, in that way, like even cancelling isn't really that real. You just switch off your phone or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the people that like you will still support you. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I'm still really from the Ed Piscor thing. Like, you know, I mean, he was like cancelled and like tortured online, and you know, he obviously, you know, there's something deeper going on. He took his own fucking life because of it. And I know people who've just gone offline after that. It just sort of got to them, and just to see someone just be, no one stood up for him. Everyone just piled onto him, and it fucking drove him to fucking suicide. So there's that danger.
Yeah.
I think people tried to cancel me because I like after Ed died, I like posted like, what the fuck happened? And like, here's me and Ed together, like, you know, during happier times, and like, you know, love you, buddy, rest in peace. And people are like, oh, I didn't realize Simon Hansen was such a bad guy, and like, oh, he's a monster. It's like, fuck you. Like, how fucking dare you? But yeah, just fucking ridiculous. Just the level of stupidity on some of these people within the art scene, it's fucking depressing. But we soldier on. Josh and I soldier on. You know, the best revenge is success, and just working hard and doing well, and being good to your fans. I mean, just not lowering yourself to the levels of these people and just getting on with your work. Even just talking about it like this, it's like, oh no, I shouldn't be giving any air to this bullshit. But it's a reality we all deal with in the arts, though. Just cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
This in my head, I think that what I'm going to respond to someone who's trying to cancel me, but it never actually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
keep
I'm
going,
famous
Teddy.
Or
Keep
like,
working. You'll piss someone off. Some nut job on Blue Star. Yeah, your work's not so offensive. Your work's kind of surreal, Teddy, and just kind of there's nothing.
I'm not offensive enough, I think.
No, it's not provocative or anything. It's just about life and just love and whatnot. Yeah, Ethan, you'll probably get cancelled soon with your gypsy.
I'm a bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about this comic. Not that I don't think it's bad, but it's just like it's more in the line of like for the people that confuse depiction with endorsement.
Yeah.
I think that. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that like I feel like that happens more than you'd think. Like people are a little bit stupid. I don't know.
yeah.
I think in comics, it's such a niche audience that the people who would seek out an Ethan Llewellyn comic already have an understanding of art and culture a little bit, because I have gotten
that's
criticized
true.
so much less than I expected. Like when I put out
that's
Night
true.
Cruising, I really thought people were going to get mad at me and I was going to get hate mail and whatever. And I just nothing. Like nobody was upset about it. And then the only time I did get in trouble was because of something I said in an interview, not because of a comic. You know what I mean? Like I feel
Well, it's what you didn't say, Harry. It was what you didn't say. You didn't suck their dicks enough.
Right, for sure.
You didn't go to Flame
exactly.
Con and suck a bunch of dicks there and stuff. So apparently you're a bigot.
I mean, I can't argue with flawless logic.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna get called out for this, not the comic.
Yeah.
Irish gypsies, come on.
Look, Nathan Cowdery's not been cancelled yet. Harry and his baby killer comics not been cancelled. They've taken a pop at me many times. I think basically everyone listed in Ed Piskor's suicide note of the people that he believes drove him to suicide and harassed him online, they've all had a pop at me. They've all thrown, libelous, false bullshit at me. None of it stuck. They're all a bunch of losers. It just, fuck them. I don't give a fuck about them. Bunch of absolute fucking losers. So, I respect my fans and just, make my work and try to live a good life. That's all you can fucking do.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it, Ethan. Just I love your work. I think you are genuinely an exciting young cartoonist making really fucking great work. And I'm just excited to see.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Should we wrap it up, or are you guys?
Should probably wrap it up before we all get in trouble. Yeah, I'm shooting my mouth.
Yeah, but my dog's looking at me like he needs his walk.
Oh,
Yeah. And go to Teddy Goldenberg. Recommend this for the English-speaking audience. City Crime Comics is a good one to start with.
That's from Floating World, I believe.
Yeah.
Recommend this.
It's not out yet, Josh, but yeah.
When it comes out,
I've sold enough comics. Harry, you've got the new Vacuum Decay.
VacuumDecay.com for to order this. It'll be available on Monday.
Ethan, have you got stuff for sale up right now?
I've still got copies of this NAF issue 3, and my new comic you'll see up on Instagram probably at the end of the month.
So yeah, give him anyone watching, give Ethan a follow if you're not already following. Follow all these people.
Well,
they're all fantastic.
Well, they can't see my Instagram, so I don't know how it...
How
shadow banned.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's try to keep this this failing fucking hobbyist medium alive for a little bit longer. We're all just doing the best we can.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like that Josh has been eating trail mix the entire time.
I'm chewing gum. It's like
okay.
helps with not having, because this is like a vaping trigger for me. I lose the sleep so much doing this. This is like a so I'm just chewing, but
this gets me off the gooning.
Well, thanks for watching, people, and Thanks you guys for coming. I think from now on we're going to do more like this with like a bunch of people, like round table type deals. So we'll see.
Yeah, this was fun. You know, we'll still bring some randos in and have a waffle and get everyone cancelled. Any press is good press.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you.
everyone
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back
Yeah.
in 3 months. Who knows?
All right, love you, bros. See you later.
Love you.